Hello everyone, my name is Python and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft Season 5 server, guys. Thank you very much. Whoa, hey, hello. Thank you very much for the support you showed in the last episode, my friends, and indeed for the series. Very much appreciated as per the norm, guys. Today's banner comes from a user by the name of Seth Sniper, and he decided to go ahead and make like a front cover, almost like a magazine type thing, Python's Revenge. I'm sorry, but you cannot be allowed to live, I say. You are a useless green villager. And then the villager's just like, I would put my hands up, but they are stuck together. You know what? There's something I see in this fan art which, I gotta be honest, I'm not sure about. Tea not included with this purchase? Mate, you gotta include the tea. You got to include the tea. Tea is us Brits' fuel and such. That's how we roll, guys. But Seth, I appreciate the fan art. Thank you very much, buddy. I really do appreciate it. Now, guys, since the last episode, I've been a busy bee indeed. Part of the reason why there hasn't been an episode of this series for a while is because I have been so busy trying to get a certain thing done. And the certain thing that I have been doing is this. Yes, that is right, my friends. The area, all of the roof area, the ceiling area, it is now prepared to be filled in with a bunch of blocks and everything. So, I've got 3 shulker boxes. We've got a grey shulker box full of just grey concrete. We've got a light grey shulker box, which is full of stone brick slabs, as well as oak leaves, as you can see. And then here we've got ourselves some green stained glass, as well as sealants, and you know, all of the materials we need for the roof design. And that is the block palette, which we are going to be making consistent across the entire ceiling. Obviously, the thing that we need to try and figure out is what kind of pattern, what kind of design do we want to put in each of these different sections. I figured that doing this in different sections would sort of, in my mind, be easier to manage. So I think what we'll do first is we'll come up with a bit of a design for the sort of inner corner bit. So sort of surrounding the central tower, I want to try and make a bit of a design here. And then afterwards, I think we'll start working on this sort of straight bit, which is sort of the central support, which goes on all 4 sides, obviously. And then finally, of course, we have the massive outer ring section there. That is going to be by far and away the most, you know, the most, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? The most involved area. You know, there's a lot of stuff to be done there. So, the best way of getting up here, by the way, is just by going ahead and doing this. There we go. Aha! Right, there we go. So, as you can see, I've basically got myself a bit of a network of pathways which go above all of the concrete. So, even when all of this is filled in and completed, we can still come back up here should we need to do anything with it. But obviously, you know, this place won't be visible from the underside, so that is all good. So, ladies and gentlemen, I guess the time has come to make a bit of a start on the ceiling at long last. So, obviously, last episode we went ahead and we did the design, sort of the more sort of modular designs, if you will, with all of these little water pools here, but now we're going to be trying something different. So we're going to grab out 3 stacks of the concrete. We're going to basically just grab ourselves like a few stacks of each of the various materials that we're using. So the question is, how are we going to be doing this? I have absolutely no idea. For once, I actually haven't planned this out. So I am doing this completely off the cuff. But, you know, the good news is I do know of, you know, the rough design that, I don't know, you know, it's kind of going to be the same design as this, but we just need to sort of adapt it a little bit, you know? We need to adapt it, we need to make it look cool, make it look nice and sort of lit up as well. So, yeah, the question is, how are we going to do this to the point where it's going to look sort of correct? That is the question. That is the question, isn't it, guys? So, should we have like a bit of a split going on here, or should we have it be like just one large water pool? I'm almost thinking that one large water pool might fare better, but I wouldn't like to say, honestly. I wouldn't like to say. Right, so I think what I'd like to do first of all is we'll put some leaves like that. We'll grab out some of this green stained glass, and I'm thinking what we do, like I said, sort of a diagonal separator, if you will. So something like this. We'll grab that out as well. Do that, do that, and I hope I've got the... Oh, I have. Okay, fantastic. Got it right first time, guys. This is a good signal for the rest of the episode. If I make one mistake, that typically tends to mean I'm going to make loads of mistakes. So, yeah, if we could, like, not do that, that would be fantastic. So, you know, doing a little bit of building on camera with you guys. It's not often I do this sort of thing, but let me know what you guys think. But, yeah, let's just keep going. Okay, we've got that, and we've got that. The thing is, I would quite like to grab those blocks back, because, you know, all of these sort of building blocks, they are all going to be used, and therefore I feel like they're all sacred, so, yeah. Right, okay, so, we've got ourselves a bit of a separator thing going here, which I think looks pretty cool. But how are we going to do the rest of it? That is the question, isn't it, guys? Maybe... we sort of do everything sort of in diagonal, so something like this, make all of this connect up. So let's get... okay, almost fell all the way down. That would have been a little bit bad. I'm not particularly wanting to die today, my friends, and I don't want to die building something, because that would just be embarrassing, would it not? Right, anyways, so let's go ahead and grab out some of that. We want to try and get ourselves in a little bit of a pattern if we can. Let's do that. Maybe we could have another sea lantern like that. What do we think, guys? What do we think? So, it's sort of 3 block gap there, 4 block gap there, and then 2 block. That seems a bit inconsistent, doesn't it? So, maybe we put a sea lantern there instead. It seems legit, Okay, looking good, looking good. Alright, let's do the same over this side real quick. So, we've got ourselves another leaf, we've got ourselves a sea lantern, 3 slabs, another sea lantern, and then another couple slabs, all of which are going to have leaves on top of them. So, something like that. Okay, and then maybe all we do here is just a bit of a central sort of pool type thing. So for those of you guys who don't know what's going to happen, I actually need to grab myself a whole bunch of just like regular stone or just some sort of filler block. So, okay, we may need to actually do that. Let's just get down here real quick. The good news is my stone supplies have been growing considerably so, because obviously I've been doing a whole bunch of digging up there, right? You know, another mini big dig, if you will. But let's have a look at this from the bottom. Does it look good? That is the question. Yeah, that is looking pretty good, isn't it, guys? I'm alright with this. I think that looks pretty decent. I really, really do. But at the same time, I don't know if these stone brick slabs are working there. What's going on there? Why is there a bit of a gap? Oh, no, I know why there's a gap there, because we're going to put concrete there, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so, let's get back up here. There we go. Not fall off everything and die. I need to actually run all the way around, because I haven't got a bridge, because the freaking shulker boxes are in the way. Dumbo Python strikes again. Oh, dear. Right, anyways, so... let's grab out some concrete. We need to make this design consistent across the board. So maybe we'll just do that. And actually, we need to have the sort of, you know, the rounded corners all over the place, right? I don't know. Right, I'll tell you what. Let's go and do this. We'll have another look at it from the bottom. If it doesn't look right, then we'll have to go ahead and do some other stuff to make it look right. Right? So many rights, guys. So many rights. I tell you something. My vocabulary is very limited, apparently. Oh, dear. Right, let's pick these up. You know what? I think we're going to place them, like, on top of, like, if I just do that real quick, and then I could place down the shulker boxes like that, that, and then that. And then all we've got to do is just make sure we don't, like, push ourselves off, because that really would be a bit embarrassing, wouldn't it? All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. So, we're down here. Oh, that's actually looking pretty... yeah, okay. That's the design, guys. That is the design. I actually really like that. It works. It's consistent with the rest of it. Obviously, once we've got the water on top, it's going to look amazing. And we've got all of the sort of rounded corners as well. Yeah, that works really well, guys. And we did it on camera. How about that, eh? Not bad. All right, let's get some water up there. And I'll tell you what, how about a little bit of a third-person time-lapse of us replicating this across the other 3 quadrants, eh? Let's get this done. PythonMC, things are starting to take shape. The inner quadrants have all been done, and I gotta say, they're looking really, really good. I really love the fact that the design is sort of consistent with the little square modules that we did. Obviously, we've got the diagonal, that's slightly different, and it's probably... Well, aside from the fact that that's slightly curved, I mean, we've got the curve over there, so we'll probably do another diagonal over there. Those will be the only diagonals that will exist, I guess. But, yeah, whatever the case may be, the inner quadrants are done. They look really, really nice. And I gotta say, my friends, I am super, super hyped. I don't know about you, but I'm super hyped to get the ceiling and therefore the entire infrastructure of this underground base done. Okay, we're 43 episodes in, and it's about time that we started to get things done. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I tell you what, talking of doing things, I think the next thing we're going to do is start working on these inner quadrants. Well, they're more sort of rectangles, aren't they? Not really quadrants. Although I don't know what you would technically class a quadrant as, like a section. Quadrant section? Are they not the same word? I have no idea. I have no idea. I got a B in English, so, you know, stuff and things. But whatever the case, my friends. So, with these sort of middle sections with the rectangles, I did mention that I wanted to sort of dangle some lights off of them. Maybe some sort of chandeliers or some sort. I don't know. I think it would be really, really nice to do so. So we're going to need to try and incorporate that into the design. I'm not entirely sure how many I want to have. Maybe like 2 chandeliers per time. Maybe 3 if we can stretch to that. I don't really know. But yeah, the chandeliers of which will be a combination of fences of some description. I'm thinking either iron bars or cobble fences. I wish you could get stone brick fences. That would be perfect, because then, again, it will be consistent with the block palette we got going on. But, you know, we can't have everything, can we? So, yeah, I'm thinking either iron bars or probably cobble fences. I'm thinking cobble fences because they're sort of more, you know, thick, I guess. They seem like the sort of thing that would support things better, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, anyways, I need to go ahead and come up with a bit of a design for each of these rectangular quadrants. And then, yeah, from there on, we could start coming up with a design for some little hanging chandeliers. So, yeah. Let's get on with it. Alright guys, so here we are. I've just done a little bit of work on some sort of lantern design, and this is what I've come up with so far. Once again, sticking with the block palette of, you know, leaves, stone brick slabs, sea lanterns. I decided also to try out some end rods as well. I had some of these just stashed away in one of my chests, and I just kind of figured, hey, why not give it a go? I think what I've accidentally managed to do here is make a lantern that kind of looks like grapes. Yes, that. Okay, right. Well, so we've got these grape lanterns all over the place. So, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it. I think it looks pretty decent. I really like the fact that we've, once again, stayed consistent with our block palette. And I think that these things, once we've replicated it all over the place, I think it's going to look pretty darn cool, my friends. Now, obviously, I still need to figure out what kind of design I want to do for the sort of, for this sort of surrounding area up here. You know, we've got sort of a gap up here. I want to try and put some water in there amongst some other stuff as well. You know, again, trying to keep it all consistent. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting trying to figure that out. The other thing that's going to be interesting to figure out is what the heck is going to go on with this, because we've got this massive tree in the way, right? It's in the way, and therefore at least one of the grape lanterns won't be able to be placed in because the tree's just in the way, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. I certainly don't want to take down the tree because I kind of like it. I really, really do. But at the same time, it's going to be kind of annoying trying to figure out how exactly we're going to get around this. I mean, like I said, I'm probably just going to have to miss out one of the lanterns. But, you know, it's something we'll get to once we get to it. So in the meantime, guys, I think what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to try and get all of these lanterns in, and then we'll try and figure out what we're going to do in the gaps. Alright guys, so check it out. All of the hanging grape bush freaking lantern, dangling lantern things, they've all been placed in, and I've got to say, they're looking pretty good. Like I say before, I'm a pretty big fan of the design we've got going here because, like I say, it matches the color palette and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, as well as that, I went a little bit overboard. Actually, I kind of decided I wanted to try and figure out a design for the space in between the lanterns off camera because it really was a very weird space, and I kind of decided, oh hey, I think I would be just sat here for hours, just, you know, changing my mind constantly and therefore getting on people's nerves. So I decided to do it off camera. And yeah, as you can see, this is what we have going currently. And well, it is actually finished. I've done it on all sides as well. So let's go ahead and let's bridge our way out so we can actually have a bit of a look, see what's going on. We'll go up as well so we can have a little bit of a better look. And as you can see, you know, once again, you know, going with the same sort of design as the rest of the place. We've got sea lanterns in random places. We've got water on top. We've got leaves. We've got all sorts going on here, my friends. And I've got to say, I'm a big fan of it. I actually really, really am. So, yeah. The only thing I would say, perhaps, is maybe I should go ahead and replace the tops of these particular green glass blocks. I need to replace that with something a bit brighter because I don't think that's working. At the moment, the water, the stone is holding in the water, right? So we need to go ahead and just do something with that real quick. Ooh. Okay, careful, buddy. Careful. All right, should we try putting leaves in? Do we think that would be kind of cool? I mean, I think it'd be kind of cool, right? So, okay, let's go and give it a go. Boom. Oh, jeez. Uh-oh. Oh, I've ruined everything. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Well, now all of the torches are going to get wiped out. Oh, gosh, freaking darn, man. Well, that's actually a bit of a pain, if I'm entirely honest. Okay, right. I don't think that's going to work. I might as well just, you know, stick to what I had. There we go. And now all the torches are wiped out. And now hostile mobs will be able to spawn. Good job, Python. You did good, man. You goofed up, you goofball. I tell you something. Sometimes I just can't be trusted not to mess up on camera, huh? Oh, dear. But, yeah, I certainly didn't mess up putting in these lanterns and getting the design going. So, ladies and gentlemen, what that now leaves is just this outskirts area here, okay? That is literally it. As soon as we fill that in, this place is entirely done. Well, I say entirely done. All it will leave is getting the water behind the corner areas, rather like the area, yeah, with the chicken cooker over there, you know, we've got like water going on over there. The rest of them we don't currently, but in terms of like the main infrastructure, it is so close to completion, my friends. It really, really is. And I'm looking forward to it, man. I really, really am. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know it may have been a bit of a shorter episode, but for me, it has literally been hours. It really, really has. So, I'm going to have to go ahead and end the episode here, my friends. If it has been shorter than normal, then I want to apologize. But rest assured, my friends, either the next episode or the episode after, we're going to have the roof entirely finished. And like I say, I'm really looking forward to it. So, guys, if you are hyped for me to have this thing completed, and then we can get back on with doing some buildings, then do be sure to head down below the video, drop a like rating, leave some feedback in the comments area below as to what you think of these dangling lanterns, whether you like them, whether something can be changed. I'm always open to feedback, as per the norm, ladies and gentlemen. And, of course, before heading off, we've got the comment question of the video coming from Colin Hill. Python, why don't you put all of your mob heads you have collected on a wall on a wall called the Wall of Heads? Yeah, that's a cool idea. I mean, one of these days I think that might be one of the builds I do. Maybe I can like categorize the types of heads that I have and then just have them on display. I'm thinking like maybe a build over here or something. We could just have a bunch of walls. Each wall can be like a category of head, like passive mob heads, player mob heads, hostile mob heads, even boss mob heads if we really manage to get some. I mean, we've got the Wither one there, which we got rewarded to us from Cupfam. But aside from that, we've got all of the ones here. This is what we have so far. That's another boss mob head, right? And then, yeah, all of this stuff here, my friends. All of this stuff here. I'd quite like to go ahead and go on a little bit of a tear, a bit of a rampage, see how many heads I can get in this season. A lot of the other hermits have already got, like, pretty much all of the mob heads available. I don't think I'm going to go quite that far, but I want to try and get a decent collection, okay? Like, I'm not intending on getting every single one because that would just be way too much of a grind. I mean, I've seen other people try and get them, and yeah, it's a ridiculous grind. But, yeah, guys, like I said, if you enjoyed the video, like, rating would be appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss out on future content. And yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.